Hey there, I'm Monica. Welcome back to Darling Lemons for this third episode on knitting where you'll learn to do the purl stitch. It's essential and opens up a world of possibilities like these. It's like knitting but from the other side. And we'll be doing row number 2 on the piece we started with where the first row was knit. So again, we'll be needing our needles. The size is usually written on them and it should correspond to the thickness of your yarn. Thicker yarn requires thicker needles and thinner yarn, thinner needles. Here I'm using US size 8 or 5mm as was indicated on the yarn that I bought, which is here. Now let's take the piece we've been working on. Here I've already done one knit row. If you haven't learned how to do a knit stitch, I'll link the video here and in the description, so you should end up with this first row of knit stitches. Total, we've cast on 10 stitches, knit 1 row, and now we'll learn how to do a purl row, which will count as our second row. To begin, we'll transfer the needle containing all of the stitches to our left hand. Just like this. We'll go ahead and slide those stitches up, nice and slowly, until they're positioned closer to the tip. Now we'll prepare our yarn the same way as we did to knit, wrapping it around the pinky, pivoting the closed fist, extending the index finger, and getting a good grip on the needle, just like this. And position your stitches so they're ready to be worked. The only difference here for the purl is that the yarn, instead of being in the back, will now be moved to the front. So this is what it should look like with the yarn in the front. Now you can go ahead and take your other needle in hand. So now we're almost ready. The good thing about your index finger being here and holding the thread is that you can move it up and down, so it's easier to access the stitches that you need to work. Here we can easily slide our needle in again, creating an X with our needles. However, in this case, our right needle is in the front to purl, so the yarn is in the front and so is the right needle. Now we can go under the yarn and pull it down so it's easier and pull it through that first stitch. Just like that. Once it's been pulled through, it can be slipped off the needle as usual. Once again, we'll keep the yarn in the front, put your needle through the next stitch, wrap it around by going under the yarn, and pull it through to then slip it off. You can go ahead and work this purl stitch across the entire row. This will count as our second row, row number 2. Once it's done, you'll be able to see your 2 rows quite clearly. We're almost done here, working on those last 2 stitches. Wonderful. Now you can see what that's starting to look like, and it really looks now like the purl side of the piece that I have here. Very wavy and kind of just like noodles. Just like that. It's becoming more clear as we work more and more rows. So now we can turn it around and we will see our knit side, which is also starting to take form, and it's ready to be worked, so we can go ahead and do another row of knit stitches. Again, the video I made on the knit stitch is in the description below, so I've sped up this part for you and we can go ahead and get back to purling. Alrighty, so here we have 3 rows. We did 1 knit row, 1 purl row, 1 knit row again, and now we'll do another purl row. Transfer that needle, position the yarn in front for the purl stitch, just like this, in the front, and work that whole row just as you did before when you purled your row number 2. Now in knitting, there is a wrong side and a right side to your work. You often see this written in many patterns. Usually the purl row that we're working now is considered the wrong side, and the knit side is the right side. It makes sense because most of the time, if you take a sweater for example, the wavy side is inside and no one sees it, while the knit side looks more presentable and appealing to the eye, so it remains on the outside. Okay, now the difference is even clearer, our purl side and our knit side with a total of 4 rows. So this work you'll want to keep because in my next video I'll show you a cute little gift idea that can be made with this as we continue to work on it in the same pattern, alternating knit and purl rows. And it's also nice for you to know that this pattern does have a name. It's called the stockinette stitch. And I have an example here. It's really the same swatch I've been showing you since the beginning. Here is the knit side and here is the purl side. So together those two stitches create what we call a stockinette stitch. Here I have 24 stitches and 24 rows. So when you alternate a knit row with a purl row each time, that is what you call a stockinette stitch. Congratulations on your progress. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, stay tuned by turning on the notification bell for the next gift idea in my video, and if you have Instagram, don't hesitate to follow me there too so you stay updated on all my projects.